So as you've seen, it's the P20 from Engwe, and we've received this the other day to trial and test out, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Taking it all out the box, it comes with a very strong secure box with plenty of packaging in there, so you haven't got to worry about it getting damaged on delivery. So the P20 is a lightweight foldable bike. It's an electric bike. I will go into all the specs once it's built, and we'll go through the whole thing so you know what you're getting. First off, you get the main frame. It comes as it is shown here. So all the cables and that are attached for the handlebars. As a separate then is the front wheel, and then you get one seat and then one mudguard. So it looks quite a simple setup. Accessory bits with the pack. As always, it comes with the owner's manual. I will flick through that later to go through some of the specs. The reflector, a bell, and then your pedals. It comes with its charging unit. Now I believe you can charge this with the battery still on the bike, or you can take the battery out. At the moment the one I've got is the 2-pin plug, but if you get the UK version that will have the UK plug as standard on it. And also with that you get a set of tools. So you should have everything in here pretty much to build the bike. Now for ease I'm going to use my own tools, but if you needed to build it and you didn't have any tools on you, you've got your spanners, your Allen keys you need, and some form of springy magnet, which I'm not overly sure what that is. So let's get on and build this then. So I am going to follow the instructions, and that's rare for me. So the first thing it says here, step 1, you can lift this up here and this locks in place just like so. Second then is this should open up, and then we can get the handlebars in. It's lovely grip actually. Right, screw it back in. It is only to be done with your finger, and it's the locking thing at the top that'll lock it in place, and that should, there we go. So now that's locked in place. That's your handlebars, and we can adjust them as we go. Next thing will be your front mud guard. That's this here. Let's see how this fits then. So far there's only a few components to fit on it. I'm quite impressed with that. And if it rides all right, I'm impressed enough that it may become the preferred bike actually. Now that's on nice and tight. Handlebars are in place, mud guards on. Now the instructions do say put the wheel on first, and now it has got a stand, but for balance and ease I think I'm going to put the seat on first, tip it upside down, then put the wheel on. So it's just a case of undoing this retaining clip there, get the seat to a decent level and tighten it. If it ain't sitting tight enough, it is just hand tight on them and just squeeze it on. There you go. So that's simple with the seat. So let's flip it up. Bear in mind this bike is really light, so it's quite easy to flip it upside down. Now obviously be careful not to scratch it or anything. It comes with this retaining pin for the forks, so they're going to have to come off first. Let's see what the wheel is. There's your brake disc. It has got a little clip in there that can come out. That's just to protect the pads. There's a bit of a squeeze, so I think the washers sit on the outside. Looking at the drip, that's perfect then, which would make more sense. What you would notice is on one side of the wheel it's sitting out longer than the other side. One's a dome nut, one's open. So the longer side, the open nut sits on that, and then the dome would sit on the shorter side. Tighten that side, nice and tight. Tighten the other side, there we go. Let's flip it back the other way. This is with the battery on as well, by the way. It's already attached. You can fit that onto the back seat, which I probably will do in a bit, and then the bell on the handlebars, but you can fit the handlebars first. The seat you just have to pop out. 2 pedals. Nice and easy to read. So you've got your right side and your left side on the pedals. It even tells you what way to screw it in because it's opposites for each side. What we're going to do now is just go through some of the features for you. So obviously it's an electric powered bike, so the battery itself is held just here at the rear of the bike, which is ideal really. I've noticed some of them are within the actual frame itself. You've got a key. Also, to charge the battery up, you've got your charging point there, and the battery can come off and be charged. The key then will fit in, and you can actually detach the battery like that. So it's quite easy and actually quite lightweight. And just to stick it on, place it back in there, push in, lock it on, he says, with the key. The model itself is the P20. Now this I believe is the EU model. You have got a US model as well. Dimensions is 1300 by 240 by 660 millimeters. So the curb weight, so this is with the battery, is 18.5 kilograms. And that is pretty good in weight. The rated load for this is 120 kilos. So even me, I can ride this bike, which is great. It's got hydraulic disc brakes. It's belt driven, so that's another important thing on this one. It's not a chain, this is belt driven. You can't extend or expand the battery. The battery fits there and that's what it is. It is a lithium. It's a 250 watt battery, and the battery capacity of this is 9.6 amp hours. Front and rear lights, so it's saying, now I have not seen a rear light. I've only seen this, so I don't know if some models come with a rear light. However, it has got the front LED. So your lights are here. So I believe the lights are at the back there. So it has got rear LED lights. Charge current is 2 amps, and the duration to charge this will be about 5 to 8 hours. I'm going to start her up now and then see how the control panel works. I've been working out how to turn this on, and I weren't having much luck. However, looking at the battery, look what I found. So just to the side of the battery there, the other side of the charging point, there's a little switch, an on and off switch. So let's switch that on. Let's press and hold this. So there's a long press, there we go. So it's a bit flashy on my camera, but you can see there that that is now on and it's 3/4 charged. So power assist wise, it's just up. So average speed and max speed. So we're on level 3. Okay, yeah, so I believe it just goes up to level 3 power assist. Now here we have indicators. Let's see if they're working. So yeah, so you've got indicators there. So to cancel them, I believe you just push it again and it cancels them out. So yeah, it's even got indicators. This is throttle assist, I believe. Now I'm not overly sure how that works, but when we test it actually out on the ground and ride it, then we'll see how that works. But overall, so far, it's a great little bike. Great looking bike anyway, and nice and light. If you needed to walk the bike along with you and you're going uphill or something, if you hold down the down arrow on the main control for a couple of minutes, and then it just start walking along with you. That's an ideal feature as well. Let's put that leg down. Now on the opposite side of that, if you hold the up arrow key on the main console, it should turn on the front and rear lights, as you can see there. Or even stick the indicator on for you. Turn them off again, you just press and hold and they will turn off. So operating the lights is rather simple. So going to fold the e-bike then, it's relatively straightforward if you know how. Now if we come down here, you'll see this was where the magnet attachment goes. So it just screws in this side, and on the rear there's a plate to lock it in once folded. All you're doing is quick release for the handlebars. You're going to bring them right down and out the way. So all the cables then are out the way of the bike. You're going to then release the handlebars, bring them all the way down. Okay, so it's nice and tight and flush in there. Hopefully when we fold it, the magnet is going to touch the metal plate and lock it into position. You just undo the clamp here, relatively straightforward. Using your knee, just push the bike in half. It should, as soon as the stand's out of the way, come all the way around. As long as you've got them handlebars in the correct position, it should lock in place. So you can see down there, it's now locked on the plate from the magnet, and it makes it nice and secure. And you can even, if you wish, make it even smaller by lowering the seat. And there you go, one folded Engwe P20. Now what we need to do now is test this. So we get out there and put it through its paces and just see what this bike can do. Jodie's going to test out the P20, and it's really light. Like I said, you've seen how it can fold and pick up. So this could be an ideal bike if you need to think about weight.
Sorry.
Bell works lovely. But yeah, it's your turn now to put this bike through its paces and see how it rides.
See, I like the idea of this one because this is really light. So it's, yeah, really light. Put that with one hand, look. That's how light it is. And I wanted something that would fit in the motorhome if we had to put it in the garage.
Yeah.
And this, obviously, you've seen how it folds. It folds up it's small enough to be able to fit in the garage and have room for other things without having to get a bike rack. So this is why I was really interested in this. It's the smallest one that we've seen. I'm going to see what it's like to ride now.
Catch you in a bit.
Yeah, I haven't ridden this one yet. It's a bit smaller than the average bike. And its wheels and tyres aren't too big, so you've got to be a little bit careful, especially on these stones. But it rides fine, it's comfortable enough. And what we'll need it for, it's perfect. Get you from A to B, bit of power assist, brakes are good, nice and steady. I think this would suit anyone that's not really been on a bike for a while because it's nice, sturdy. Ooh, yeah, it's got a bit of kick to it when you give it a couple of turns of the pedals. It's not, I would say with this one, with it being the smaller tyres, this terrain isn't really ideal for it, but I think that if you were taking this on a flat pavement, say we're taking it in Benidorm or something like that, into there's normal pavements, normal sort of roads and that, you'll be fine. I don't think it's really an off-road kind of bike, but we wanted something like this to fit in the motorhome, this sort of weight, and this is perfect for that. It does the job.
That's the P20. I think it's one of their new additions to Engwe, and the link will be in the description down below, so go over to the Engwe site, that'll take you straight there. There is discount codes in the description as well, and you can purchase the bike through them. Along with that, you do get a year's warranty for the bike. But yeah, lovely bike, and we may see this bike a bit more in the vlogs, so we will catch you on the next one. Till then, bye.
See ya.